name's Nicole. When I was at the University of Washington, I studied psychology and minored in law and policy. I've recently applied and have been accepted to the Language and Cultural Assistance Program in Spain, and that is through the Spanish Ministry of Education. My biggest recommendation to future applicants would be to network effectively, as it does require a pretty significant letter of recommendation and they do weigh it heavily. My second recommendation would be to not hesitate. The application process itself is not difficult, it's mostly a leap of faith. And so if you're going to hesitate, it's natural, but I would advise against it. Other than that, I encourage you to look for fellowships that speak to you, and it is something that is a huge growing opportunity, whether you apply and don't get accepted or apply and get accepted. Regardless, it is a growth opportunity.
My name is Katherine Feltz, and I received a bachelor's degree in ethnic, gender, and labor studies. The thing that I applied for is the Husky 100, and I applied 2 times. Info sessions, which I would recommend because you can get feedback from past recipients of the Husky 100. And the second thing that I would recommend is to make sure to reach out to the people who will be writing your recommendation early so that they can have enough time to prepare, to write it, and to get feedback from you about what things that you should include. For example, making sure that they have your resume, making sure that they know what work you're doing on and off campus, and making sure they're aware of your future goals. I would definitely recommend in general to start early and get a lot of feedback. I wish you the best of luck as you apply.
Hi, I'm KATHERINE MIJAL, and I applied for and won the Mary Gates Research Scholarship in spring of 2019. If you think that you have a shot, just apply. I was outside of the norms of who applied for that scholarship, and they chose me because of it.
Hello, my name is Aiden Espino Jr. I am a UW-Tacoma graduate of 2019. I majored in law and policy, minored in economics, and I applied for the Mary Gates Leadership Scholarship. When you find that scholarship, make sure you can connect it to something you really care about, something you believe in. That's what I was able to do, and I found the application process, just everything they wanted you to do, so much easier because you're already prepared for it, because you care for it already. You've already done the research, you've already done everything, now you're just showcasing it. And it will trickle down in your work, in the way you speak about it, the way you go about it, the work that you do. It will, I think, really showcase to the whoever's reviewing the application why you deserve the application.
Hello, my name is Rebecca Dickson. In June of 2019, I graduated from the University of Washington, Tacoma with a Bachelor's of Arts in Politics, Philosophy, and Economics, and minors in Human Rights and Global Engagement through the Global Honors Program. In September of 2018, I applied for a Fulbright Fellowship to Lithuania, specifically a ETA, or English Teaching Assistantship position. If you are currently considering applying for a Fulbright, I would highly suggest that you meet with your fellowship advisor early and start working on critical application processes months before they are due. Specifically, I would highly suggest that you secure recommendations early. In a Fulbright application, recommendations are a crucial part that you will be judged on. If you can secure recommendations early, you'll be more likely to be able to focus on other crucial pieces of the application.
Hi, my name is NASRI Isaac. I was a communication major at the University of Washington, Tacoma. I was also a semi-finalist for Fulbright last year. What advice I would give to students who are either in the process of applying or who are thinking of applying to Fulbright is to make sure that you are utilizing all the resources available to you. I was at my Fulbright advisor's office, Cindy's, every other week, if not every week, just asking questions or hoping to clarify different parts of the application, because you do not want to find out that you did something wrong later in the application, because it is a very lengthy process.
Hi guys, my name is Barbie Weaver. I am a senior majoring in criminal justice and law and policy. I applied for the Gilman for summer of 2019 to help fund my study abroad to Alicante, Spain. For those who are considering any kind of scholarship, I definitely would utilize Writing Center and whatever workshops come available for helping us write scholarships.